Hi, welcome back. This is Kirsten from JK Fiber Arts. Today I am doing art bats and I am going to show you how to make a tweed custom blend. I'm going to do a little progressive color way blend here. This is Peruvian wool with a viscous neps. It is called Color Pop, and Camage Fibers carries this. This stuff is awesome. I love to make blends with it. I use it all the time, but I don't use it just as itself very often, so I thought I would show you what that looks like. What I'm going to use is a base. This is my alpaca that I hand scoured, and I combed this on my hackle, and ooh, they're like little clouds. They're so soft. So I have a few of these left. And we're gonna go ahead and use this as our base and then have the tweed and the color all come through here. It's gonna look really cool. We'll get started here. We're doing the same thing as we have done in the past. For doing our blends, we're gonna have this on the 4:1, not the 6:1 ratio. So the smaller one on the Ashford carder. The bigger one is for when, this was combed, not carded, but if I was gonna card my alpaca, I would use it on the 6:1. And make sure that my packer brush is engaged. All right, I'm going to start by putting a layer of my alpaca down. Let's do this one since it's open. This stuff is so soft and fine. It is going to make a marvelous, marvelous blend. And my goal here is to just put enough down just to make a little base layer here. Doesn't need to be super thick or solid, but I want it to almost cover all of the pink drum carding cloth that you see peeking through here. I'm just going to do a very light burnishing. And this is actually the viscous, the Peruvian wool with the viscous neps, and it's white. I'm going to start with that as my lighter color end. And then what I'm going to do, and you'll see how cool this looks. I love this stuff. I'll have to, before I crank this on, we're going to have to load the, or switch so you can see the drum as it winds on. It's really cool. See, I think that you have a better view of the drum carder this way. So I'm gonna crank all this on. It's not hanging out over the back very far. You don't want it more than about an inch. You don't want to get caught on the liquor end. Now these viscous neps, they might stick in here to the liquor end a little bit. These I know do not stick as much as other ones do. If you were really having a problem, you could paint it onto the drum carder, but typically I don't need to do that. I'm just gonna turn this and then look at that on there. Now let me just pack this in a touch here. Oh, look at that already. This stuff is so cool. One of the things, sometimes if you have something that is like way out here on the edge, what I'll do is I'll just pull it off and then just run it right back through to put it on the drum carder. And again, because it has neps in it, you can either run it through or you can just paint it on to the drum carder. There we go. Okay. And so what I'm gonna do next is put another layer of this on. And again, I'm keeping it kind of thin, as I'm gonna have the neps on the viscous, or the viscous neps on the Peruvian wool throughout. So I'm just having like a light layer here. Plus this alpaca is, oh, it's divine. It literally, it's like touching air. It's crazy soft. This is the best alpaca I've ever had. I'm gonna be sad whenever I get to the end of processing it. And this stuff is super, super fine. This is what I used in my Vitasmere shawl, only I used drum carded. Some of this fiber I have hand combed and some of it I have carded. And when you card it, and I was blending it, it already been through the drum carder a few times. So it had some neps in it because it's such a fine fiber. To run it through the drum carder, you know, 3, 4 or more times is not gonna do it any favors. And I knew that was gonna give me neps, but that's what gave me the super awesome little white clouds on my shawl, on that blue that I made, that blue skies. So something to consider when you're using combed versus carded fibers, especially if you did the fibers by hand. Let's see, let's put some orange in here. And you can put these all on at once, or you can put them in, actually, no, we'll stick with this way. I already started this way, so here we are. And some blue. Let's open this up a bit. And I'm totally fine if they overlap a little bit. I'm completely fine with that. And some green. Just remember, you have to keep the fiber inside of your little pegs or pins, whatever you have on your carder, to keep it from tangling in the gear. And then this is just going to card on very smoothly and easily. Oh, this looks so fun. I'm going to pack it in. So there is what it looks like on the carder. And basically I'm just going to keep sandwiching this over and over until we have all of the fiber on here. And this is going to end up, I weighed this out. I had 70 grams in here and I used half of it on another bat that I was working on. And so I have 35 of this left. So this is going to end up being a 70-30 alpaca blend. The other thing that you get with this is, oh, these bats, this bat is going to be so voluminous and super duper soft and just crazy fluffy airy. And the alpaca doesn't have any of the neps in it like it had when I did the, when I carded it. Like, you know, it went through several times when I was processing it. I think I put it through 3 times when I was processing it. So it was, and then I used it to blend in blue and I put it through 3 or 4 more times. So it was, when you do that with a super fine fiber on a drum carder that does not have a super fine cloth, it's gonna break the fiber a little bit. But I wanted the effect. I knew it was gonna do it and I thought it's gonna look cool, and it did. And then again, we're just winding this on. The green one gives me a little bit of trouble. If you leave this stuff on the liquor in, everything just tends to keep sticking to it. So I'm going to get this extra little stuff off of here. There we go. That should be good. Oh wait, I was going to do it one at a time. Sorry. Let's do that. So there's one. And then you can you know, slide it over a little bit more, and you can get a little better overlap if you want to have it blend a bit more. Here's the orange. I love the orange in this. The orange in this is my favorite. Put this down. Oh, that looks so fun. So you may have heard of confetti bats. That's basically what this is. This is a confetti bat. I'm going to just keep working like this, and then I will show you at the end here. I'm just going to keep adding the layers of my confetti cake here. And then we'll take this off in the end. Well, I have really packed it on here, and you can tell because there are some areas where I can barely feel, like right here, I can barely feel the teeth. I've got room on this side and this side. In the center, I really have filled it quite a bit. So let's see what this turns out like. I'm gonna lift your packer bar up. There's gonna be a tight squeeze on this one. Let's see how it goes. Let's find our Doffer strip is right here. And this has all of the neps interspersed with the alpaca and with the Peruvian wool. I do love this though. It's like that birthday cake, confetti birthday cake. Big and floofy. And it's so soft. Oh my gosh, the softness is like off the charts. All right, let's make sure we have every thread here, every fiber. Ooh. That's how fine that alpaca is. It is so fine and so luscious. All right, I think we're good to go here. And same thing here. I'm just gonna grip this. Now I did a slightly lighter base layer, so there might be some neps that stick, but hopefully not too much. And again, hands are always close to the pins. And you're gonna pull up a little bit to get that drum to rotate. And there it is. Oh, that looks so fun. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's so fluffy. And you can just see underneath here the colors coming through. And so that is layered like that throughout. You can see all the layers. And this is going to be so much fun. So when this spins up, it's gonna have this natural colored base, but with all of the viscose neps in there, it's gonna look amazing. Oh my gosh, and it's so fluffy. I mean, I wanna put my face on it right now. In fact, I might when you're not looking. Can you see how springy this is? I love this alpaca. And also, look, not a single nep. So when you comb it, as opposed to carding your fine fibers, you're gonna get a much better result. All right, let's wind this one up. It's the party bat. The progressive party bat. Oh, this was so much fun. And it's so poofy. Oh my gosh, it's really, really poofy. Okay. There you go. I guess we should probably weigh this thing. It looks like a monster, but it's so fluffy that I don't think it's gonna weigh that much. I mean, I think it's gonna weigh the same as they usually weigh, which is usually around somewhere between 2.8 and 3.2 ounces. So let's see what we get. And you can see what it looks like on the ends. I always like one end better than the other, and this is the end that I like, I think, right there. Oh, this looks so fun. 93 grams, 3.28 ounces. It does not weigh more than my average. It's just so soft and airy. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so wonderfully warm and soft and fluffy. Oh, super, super excited. So this, hopefully you guys have found something useful or fun, and you'll be making up your own confetti fun art bats and falling in love with the tweedy bits like I have. I do love the tweed. And I will see you next time. Until then, spin happy.